man.
Hey guys, he's laughing over there. Hey guys, hey Amy, hey Charles, hey Rebecca. Okay, of course the dogs are gonna be.
Everyone's jumping in tonight.
Yeah, they are. Welcome. Hey, movie chat. Movie chat says, "Oh no, there's somebody new." Yes, there is. This is Jen. Her channel's also linked in the description. I know you guys know Monty. His channel's linked in the description too. Congrats on almost 300 subscribers, by the way.
Thank you. I got hacked, so I'm starting over.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have the bad actors. Unfortunately, hacked Jen's old account. She had a lot of subscribers, so yeah, unfortunately, that's the problem when this happens.
Well, hopefully, if Tom Baker gets in the chat, I know he'll probably push your channel around too. He's really good at helping us.
Yeah, Tom's very good.
Tom's awesome. I call him my crazy Belgium. Mr. Scrutchy and I did. So, guys, today we're doing a chit chat. So it's probably just gonna be like an hour, like normal for the chit chat, just so we're not gonna be too late. It's not a watch along, although Jen, if you ever want to come to one of our watch alongs, you're more than welcome. We have a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very
sometimes cool. I pick some movies that they never heard of before, because the last time I picked Extra.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, nice.
That was really fun. Everybody had a blast with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Or like what the Blood Beach one, they couldn't get over the shorts in that one. They didn't care about the monster, they just cared about the ugly shorts going on in that
Those were pretty horrifying. To be fair, those shorts were pretty horrifying.
So, 90s horror.
Yeah, 90s horror. And of course, I wore those shorts back in the day.
On you, Monty, they look great, I'm sure. On you, it's the man that makes the shorts, not the shorts that make the man.
Movie chat says, yeah, I can picture Monty rocking those shorts. It's okay. You get a pass. Charles says, I want to say I still have a huge crush on Linnea Quigley. Who wouldn't? She's awesome to hang out with.
Who wouldn't want to have a crush on her?
Yeah, I hung out with her so many times at scare conventions that she actually remembered my first name.
Oh, wow, that's neat.
Like I go to the small ones in Central New York, so it's pretty easy to like bump into each other and stuff like that. Her and Felicia Rose, we bonded in the bathroom over how uncomfortable bras are.
That's a good way to bond.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Marty. That's Jen's Irish boyfriend.
Oh, there we go. I recognize you from when I'm on over on you guys' show.
Yeah.
So, movie chat decided for us to talk 90s horror. Now, 90s horror I'm very weak with, even though like I was a kiddo in the 90s. My first ever movie I saw when I was 6 at the drive-in was Scream of the 90s, of course. And obviously I grew up with more horror when I was younger. My dad put Evil Dead on and stuff when I was like 4 or 5. So that's I like basically like anything from like the 20s all the way to the end of the 80s. I figure like the 90s is like a hangover decade. I called it the hangover decade for music and movies.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. It's an interesting decade because it's one that like you have to dig. I don't think it's quite as ripe as 80s and 70s are, but you can find some gems. There are some gems, like in every decade.
Oh yeah. Exorcist 3 is my favorite 90s horror. I will say that right now.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really love it way more than The Exorcist. So sorry, Monty.
I call Exorcist 3 the true sequel to The Exorcist.
Me too.
We all want to forget about Exorcist 2, The Heretic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, half the time I forget it's there because Exorcist 3 is like perfect. That's like bam. And it kind of matches the scary of the first Exorcist too. So movie chat says, I remember when we did Exorcist 3 on one of your watch-alongs, I had nightmares because of the hospital scene, and I still can't work in the hospital I work at without looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, definitely one of the best jump scares in horror. In horror. Yep.
Would totally agree with that.
So, movie chat wanted to know what we thought about 90s slashers, like mainly the essential ones. Are they worthy of being essential? So they said stuff like Scream, Scream 2, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend, Halloween, H2O. Oh, that one used to go out the window. And The Faculty. What did we feel about those? Because they saw on their research that those are kind of what they saw essential 90s.
They're an important part of the 90s. I guess most people would say Scream was the most essential one of the 90s. And I love Wes Craven, but for me, there were other movies Wes Craven made in the 90s that were better. And I know that's heresy to say, but I've got to be honest. Is like People Under the Stairs would be something I would go to before Scream.
Absolutely.
So, and no hate to Scream. Scream was great. One thing I will say about, okay, so let's just talk about this. Like the 80s, the early 90s, the horror was kind of on life support, basically. You know, Jason took a boat ride to Manhattan. Freddy was supposed to be dead, and no one really cared. I mean, our mighty demons were kind of becoming a punchline, and so like we had to have some time to breathe. And Wes Craven also, but I would say that before we had Scream, in order for Scream to run, we needed a new Nightmare for it walked so Scream could run.
Right.
What I would say.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry if I'm going too much. I'm sorry.
No, dude. You are welcome to be as your weird self as possible over here. That's what we do. Charles is a slasher for Halloween. Oh, he said slasher instead.
Slasher, yeah. Slasher, yeah.
Yeah. We're all wacky over here. We are called the weird kid, grown weird adults over here. So please don't ever rant away. That's what we do. Okay.
Okay. I just don't want to take anyone else's time. So,
dude, I just roll with it. I wing it. I take questions from people, and I just have a little bit of notes over. I wing it. So, girl, feel free to chat all you want. See, Charles even says, "We welcome weird."
That's right.
Very cool. Very cool.
And you'll see them
like Nancy said, we are the weirdos.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
The year 1990 started with the best It. The TV movie was better than the remake.
The first part or chapter 2? Is that part 1 or part 2? I'm pretty sure he's going to say part 1 because as much as I enjoyed the TV version of It and Tim Curry's performance, but that paper machete spider at the end. Now, of course, I'm not. Of course, I am. I mean, just as bad as a CGI spider in the end of chapter 2, which was kind of halfway. I don't care about screen.
Me and you both, my friend.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's like this. I guess because in the book that it's true, Pennywise's true form as humans can actually see it is a version of a spider, but in both the TV series and in part 2 and in It chapter 2, both of those spiders look terrible. Look terrible. But I still, as much as I couldn't stand either one, I still enjoyed both movies.
I can't go with either one because none of them included the orgy scene. Where is my orgy scene? Like, I'm waiting for one that's going to get the orgy scene right, guys. I mean, we have to. We gotta talk about it.
It's 2026. We have to now.
You can't have teen sex like that, though.
It's in the book, though. It's in the not to be a book, but it's in the book.
Movie chat says, "Wow, Jen is wild. Let's have a beer with Jen."
Oh, Jen's just getting started.
Yeah. 80 such a have quite a.
Oh, sorry.
Because for people who don't know, in the book, I can't remember her name. Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly.
Beverly, while they were actually finding it in the first part of the book, she has sex with all the losers so they can overcome their fears, and obviously you can't. There's no way in the world they're going to put that in the TV show. And I guess whatchamacallit Marcetti says, I can't put that in the movie neither.
Movie chat just said It After Dark, Jen's idea. That could be the title.
Now, if they ever decide to make a porno, I'm pretty sure they can do that.
That would be interesting. I would be there for it.
Front row seats, grab the popcorn. Let's go.
Exactly.
Proper it, guys. We can never do a watch along on YouTube though, because no one. What?
We could watch
You're not
it and
showing
just
the
describe
movie.
it. We could describe it to the chat. We could all watch it, just describe it.
We're just like serious faces, just narrating the movie.
Exactly. Everyone have a thesaurus so we can make it as descriptive as possible.
Oh, jeez. Movie chat says, I love Jen's energy. You need to be on here more.
Thank you.
Hey, Rebecca.
Oh, they want to know what we thought about Urban Legend 1998.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay. It was okay. I mean, it's a play. I thought the concept was interesting.
That's true. Jen, have you seen Wicked World by Barry Gillis?
I haven't. Should I?
Okay.
No.
It's one of the worst movies ever made. So like sometimes we watch good movies and sometimes we watch bad movies. And so we watched this movie thinking it was going to be just like a cheesy slasher, right? The beginning 15 minutes, I felt like I had to buy everybody dinner first because we're just sitting there like, holy shit. So he's right. We can watch anything now. We're all besties now. I was like, I remember we were all just sitting there like, should we be
you mean it's actually worse than any film by Neil Gaiman or Yul Boll?
Oh, my friend. Have you ever seen Things by Barry Gillis?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Wicked World is worse than that.
Oh dear God.
I mean, there's a guy on a slide and pudding, and it's just weird, and there's dancing involved, and nobody knows why. It's so. Oh, I was too sober for that. But at the beginning of it, we were just like, okay.
Instead of having an orgy, that's how you trauma bonded with the movie.
It was the best worst movie. We got so many. Hey Panda, what's up, man? We had so many inside jokes about that.
But Urban Legend, like I said before, it was an interesting concept to have a slasher kill based upon urban legends, and I like the fact that they actually had Rebecca Gayheart wind up being the true killer. And she actually had a proper motive. So I really did enjoy what they did with that. Was an interesting concept. So anytime when writers can come up with an interesting concept for a slasher film, I'm in for it. Now, of course, the sequel was trash.
I didn't like the sequel very much, but I think like I was like around 7 or 8 when the first Urban Legend came out, and I saw it on like Sci-Fi or something like that, or some TV station, because that's what I remember. And I actually didn't mind it, and watching it later on as I got older, I was like Monty says, it's interesting how they do the urban legend, but didn't make it too far-fetched. Like you were like, oh, okay, and you could connect the dots throughout the movie. Whereas like a lot of times they like use the urban legend thing and it goes so far-fetched where you're like, this is not even cool. Like you're trying to put too much into it. You know what I mean?
You lose the kind of reality thread. I also like that this movie does it because it was very much targeted toward a teen demographic, which was, I mean, every decade does it, but the 90s sure did have movies that were targeted to a specific teen audience. And that was one of them that I think that was.
Tom says Urban Legend, I saw it back then and then I forgot the story, so it can't be that good. Like Jen said, it was more geared towards teens because that was the one thing about the 90s was it was trying to keep up with making horror popular again. Like they were already rehashing, like we said, the Freddys, all that kind of stuff. So they were trying to get this new base of teen horror. That's why, like, I think I've only watched Urban Legend like once or twice in my life. Once when I was a little kid, and then maybe once as a teenager. It's nothing that I would like say as you're older has rewatch value, of course. But at the time, I think it was pretty decent because they were kind of reviving kind of everything. Now, if it came out now, everybody would be like, what's this? I think they would do that. But you don't like Halloween H2O? No, I don't like Halloween H2O. It was so weird. It's weird.
What about Curse of Michael Myers? You prefer that one over it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it was like this because of the success of Scream. So they decided to, I guess, the people who own the rights to Halloween. I guess they decided, hey, let's try to do a Scream version of Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll bring back Jamie Lee Curtis. We'll bring back Laurie Strode. She's changed her name. She actually has a son. He has
Yeah.
he has young friends, and we'll bring back Michael Myers. It's a Scream clone. That's basically what H2O was, a Scream clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, her son also has one of the worst haircuts of the 90s too. That was the most scariest part of that movie. And now they're asking about The Faculty. I hate that movie because they take the weird girl and try to make her normal at the end.
I describe The Faculty Breakfast Club meets The Body Snatchers for teens. That's how I describe it.
Yeah, that's basically
absolutely. I'll be right back. I just gotta check in 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, but you take a lot of up and coming actors and actresses at the time. You know, you had Elijah Wood. You had was it Joanne Brewster? Was it Joanne Brewster?
I think so.
Joanne Brewster. So. You had Usher when he was young. You had
oh, that's right.
Yeah, Usher when he was young.
You had a whole bunch of them. All the hot cool kids, like all the hot cool kids, basically in that movie. We're supposed to be getting a remake too. I've heard we're going to be getting a remake of it.
Yeah, because you know it was Josh Hartnett, Clea DuVall, it was Jordana Brewster, Sean Hatosi, and you know he was just a whole bunch of a whole bunch of up-and-coming actors and actresses at that particular time. But it was a Scream clone. That's basically what it is. But it was the Breakfast Club meets the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I think I've only watched The Faculty like twice. I've never like continuously watched it or anything like that. Yes, movie chat. Mr. Scrunchy threw his toy. That's why he was freaking out. Thank you guys for being so patient with Mr. Scrunchy.
I'm kind of like you with The Faculty. It's just kind of a one. I've seen it once or twice, and that's pretty much it.
I think I actually got the DVD at a discount bin, and I was like, "What's this?" And I just checked it out, and I don't know. I thought it was like weird and kind of boring. It was too teeny for me, even as a teen. Like, you know, like, this is too much. So,
but I will say this: when it comes to Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, I know the film has its faults. Freddy is busy joking up a storm, you know, being the Wicked Witch of the West. The scene where oh yeah, so I was going to get to that. The scene where he's dragging a bed of nails like Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote, and of course the Power Glove scene. But I still will defend Freddy's Dead because to me,
I will too. I actually think for what it is, you got to go in the right mindset with Freddy's Dead. You just got to have fun and let yourself go. And also Alice Cooper as an abusive father. That's pretty fucking cool. I like that. You know,
which is hilarious because he's actually a very soft-spoken man, especially when you bump into him at Walmart and he starts talking about butter. That happened to me when I was in Syracuse. Very strange.
I believe it though. I believe it, but it was a fun way to see him, you know, a different kind of
role. That's kind of like in Trick or Treat when Ozzy plays the preacher. You're like seeing him as somebody different, and you're like, what the hell is this?
So like I said, it's like I said, I know the film is not great, but to me, I enjoyed it for what it was. Unfortunately, the practical effects, especially the 3D effects, do not. I mean, they've aged horrible since the time what it is. I don't know what made them think to do the Freddy vision. Because
are you talking about the sperm, Monty? We got to talk about the sperm.
Jen's here just ripping the Band-Aid off. She's like, I don't care, I'll say it. Give me orgies and sperm tonight, guys.
I was gonna be nice and call them tadpoles.
Sperm, Monty. We know we're adults here. We know that it's sperm. They have the tails, the faces. It's sperm. I knew it was sperm when I was a kid. Come on.
But it's like this when Lisa Zane puts on those 3D glasses in this time for Freddy Vision, and when you're looking at in the theater, especially when they had the 3D craze back then, I guess the effects were okay then, but as you can see now, even with Friday the 13th Part 3 3D, the 3D effects are terrible when you take it to 2D, and it
Yeah.
looks even terrible now.
Right.
And it's like, oh god. But it to me, like I said before, I enjoyed it when I watched in the theaters. I still enjoy it now. Yeah, I know the movie is silly at times with the Power Glove and the
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote thing, and him being the Wicked Witch of the West. But I still enjoyed it. I was entertained by it.
But for all the silliness, there is some actually commentary because one of the kids is actually being sexually abused by her father. I mean, there are some pretty heavy duty scenes. There's another kid who gets abused by his mother with the ear thing. I mean, there's some stuff in this that's actually that's what's interesting about this film is as over the top it goes. There's actually some serious commentary in it too if you look a little deeper.
Oh yeah.
Kung fu that bitch. What's with kids today? No respect for their parents.
Movie Chat wants to know what we think of the supernatural flicks in the 90s. Did we like Candyman, The Sixth Sense, Stir of Echoes, and The Blair Witch Project, Jacob's Ladder, stuff like that?
Candyman is one that is an absolute masterpiece. That should be where Scream is for people.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the remake. I didn't like the remake, but I might be because I have such like a love for the original. Like there's nothing can be topped that. It was so creepy, and being able to talk about them with Tony Todd and everything like that, and just hanging out with him. It was amazing to just talk to him about that movie, and
I would agree with you about the not the effects. You mean the bad, terrible CGI effects for the Spawn movie?
80 says he likes the sense.
I don't know if you ladies saw the Spawn movie with Michael Joe White.
Yeah.
It's based on the comic. Yeah. Oh god, it's like I know they were trying to do, but but the practical effects and especially the terrible CGI effects were just terrible.
For the time,
did you guys like Lord of Illusions? Somebody's asking.
Not like I like Candyman.
I called it a Hellraiser wannabe.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree with that one.
Yeah,
it's definitely not one that I watched several times. If it's on, I put it on in the background. I don't really pay attention to it, and that's kind of how I judge movies, to be honest with you. How many times I'm doing something in the background, because I'm somebody with ADHD to begin with, so you really got to help be good with your movie to get me to focus to begin with.
That's a good endorsement for the movie, though, if it can, because that means it's really got something good. So it's a good endorsement.
Yeah.
One thing that what the 90s did do was we would call it elevated, and I don't like that term, but we talked about elevated horror now, but back then we called it prestige horror. And someone brought up The Sixth Sense, and we also had we had a lot of elevated horror back then. It's kind of when it started. We had The Silence of the Lambs. We had Misery.
Misery's so good.
I love Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
We had, with the Sixth Sense. How did you guys feel about The Sixth Sense? I loved it, but I kind of figured it out to a point. I talked myself out of it, but I kind of thought that might be a possibility the first time I was watching it.
I prefer Stir of Echoes over The Sixth Sense.
That's another good one.
Because I feel like The Sixth Sense was fine, like for what it was, but I just feel Stir of Echoes, you get more of that creepiness, like crawling through your spine because you're not really sure is he having a mental break, like what's going on. And it was just more, I don't know, my style. Whereas like The Sixth Sense, I feel like it was more for the commercial audiences, but I don't think it was like super bad to where it should get the hate that it gets. It's just wasn't my style of that kind of movie. Whereas, Stir of Echoes and stuff like that was like, oh, this is creepy. I could watch this so many times and it gets me every time because like you feel like you're him throughout the movie, and I think that's what The Sixth Sense is kind of lacking a little bit. I think they just relied too much on on the actors that are in it. Like, okay, fine, this person's gonna just put them in there, and we don't really have to write depth. Whereas I think the other one had more depth to it. Hey, Gringa, this is Jen.
Hey.
Jen, this is Gringa. Gringa's another fellow horror lady.
I've seen you on when Monty did an interview with you. I'm familiar.
Charles says, I love Silence of the Lambs and Bram Stoker's Dracula too.
Oh,
and then everybody shouts Stigringa.
Yeah, when it comes
Fear would be another one.
Yes.
Yeah, no, when it comes to The Sixth Sense, I did not see the twist coming at all. But when that happens, it makes sense to me. So I have to give M. Night Shyamalan credit for how he wrote that. It reminds me of The Visit, because you get subtle clues, but it doesn't come full circle until the twist happens. And he did the same thing with The Visit. Because at the time we didn't know what was actually happening, but there were subtle clues that happened throughout the film that when you look at it after you see the twist, oh, now everything makes sense. Yeah, and I give writers credit when they do something that I was not expecting, or like, oh, I can see it already happening when about 20 minutes into the film.
Charles, that's not awful. You found Hammer Horror about 5 years ago, but I totally love them. They are new. Oh, dude, we are going to be doing so many cool things with Hammer Horror. Hammer Horror is fantastic.
Hey, look,
of course, the gang's all here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great that you actually discovered Hammer Horror. Yeah, that means that you're actually getting introduced into some of the old school horror, which is this universe. What is Universal Monsters, Hammer Horror, or the 50s and 60s sci-fi, or the those type of films that came out in the 50s and 60s, like The Incredible Shrinking Man, The Amazing Colossal Man, those films.
Exactly.
And don't you worry, Charles. Yeah. Tom says, I recently watched Lord of Illusions. I liked it because the villain was cast against type. He looked like a boring bookmaker, but was very scary. I like that kind of villain.
Would agree.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing The Vanishing soon, guys. Yeah.
Oh, The Vanishing is so good. Are you doing the foreign one, or are you doing the American remake one?
American.
Oh, okay.
American right now. We're gonna do that first.
Yeah, I didn't see the foreign one, but I did see the American one. I thought that was pretty good.
I did too. That I would put that another one on elevated horror, and The Mouth of Madness too would be another one.
Yeah, somebody was just about to bring up Mouth of Madness. How did we feel about that one?
Oh, I love it. I don't know if it's my favorite John Carpenter of the 90s because fucking vampires.
Vampires is mine. I love the snarkiness in it. Okay, come on. How could you not? That's mine. That's mine. I love John Carpenter. I loved what he did with that vampire. That's totally absolutely.
But In the Mouth of Madness is a great one, and especially with Stephen King he's always big, but in the 90s, I mean, he was everywhere, and they were kind of really doing a nod. And you had Charlton Heston doing a cameo, which I just thought was so cool. The guy from Planet of the Apes into this movie, I thought that was so fucking cool.
Absolutely. And somebody movie tries to bring up Nightbreed. We just did a watch along of that a little bit ago, and they fell in love with the movie because that was one where like you feel bad for the monsters instead of the humans.
Oh yeah,
exactly. And they're like it made us do a deep dive into 90s horror, and that's why we requested you guys to do this chit chat. I didn't know that, so that's why movie chat very good. Jen, what is the worst 90s horror movie for you?
Oh goodness. You know what? I like to I can't think of any. Like there's some bad ones, but I don't like to focus on that. I'm not one of those, let's all just be positive because we've all seen some shit. But like I can't think. I'll have to think on that because right now I have lists, but all the lister movies I fucking love. So my brain's got to switch. Monty, what about you? Go ahead. Sorry.
Let's see. I have plenty.
Sorry.
We have a Psycho remake.
Oh yes.
We haven't done that yet.
Psycho movies and Psycho 4 is fucking. People don't sleep on that one, guys. That's a great
exactly.
one.
I agree with that one because I think Psycho 4. I don't think it's my top one, but it does close everything for everybody that has questions. When I showed Mage Psycho 4, like I told you guys before, he freaking had he was grossed out and freaked out, and he was like, I have to go shower. This is weird. Like he was freaked out by it because of how crazy the mom really was. And so I think having that backstory did help. And I don't think it was so bad to where people are like, oh, why watch this? It kind of just closed the loop. But the remake of Psycho, holy crap! No, throw that out the window.
No.
I don't know what was wrong with Gus Van Sant and what he was trying to do. Doing shot for shot remake is not a good idea.
I agree.
This film proved it. The Omen remake proved it. You can't shot for shot remakes is a terrible idea. It lets me know that you actually don't have a good idea that you're going to take a very good popular films such as Alfred Hitchcock Cycle and and the original Omen, and you just do shot for shot and that's it.
Yeah.
You can't create something new and different and just you can create your own identity, because if you want to remake, you want to have your own identity. You can have some elements
like inspiration, basically
inspiration of the film, but come up with your own ideas. And and Vince Vaughn so miscast as
he was too, I don't know, he didn't hit it right. He didn't hit the like innocent side and then like the creepy side. Yeah, he was just he looked just like some sleazy trucker that you expect to be doing it, and that's where it took it out for me. Whereas, Anthony Perkins, you're like, oh, I feel bad for this guy. Oh, wait a minute. He's a bit, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of have that, like, build up. Charles wants to know, Monty, Psycho 2. Did you like that one?
Oh, yeah.
Psycho 2 was good. Yeah, Psycho 2.
I love Psycho 3. I love fucking Psycho 3. Anthony Perkins directed it, and I will stand up for Psycho 3.
Yeah, Psycho 3 is pretty good.
Crazy.
It was pretty good, but I still like Psycho 2 better. Psycho 4 was okay for me. I don't like it, but then again, it's not bad. It's just okay.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of maybe put his backstory like too far like ahead, maybe for some people, and that's why it doesn't really hit right with some people. Gringo says shot for shot is lazy.
Yeah, it's just lazy filmmaking. Lazy.
The Birds is fantastic, Charles. We're gonna be doing Rear Window on Saturday.
Oh,
Charles.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's right. Have y'all guys seen Trilogy of Terror?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say if you didn't, I was going to say that's the next movie we would do a watch along so after you can see the Zini doll.
Oh yeah, and Jen, if you're ever on for watch alongs, we take turns picking movies too. So like you can
stand me, sure.
Girl, we're weird over here. We basically we are strange over here. Oh, that's fantastic. You're fine. Yeah. Never feel like you're too much over here. No.
You should have seen them. You should have seen them when I had them watching the car for the first time, and they were going like when I was going.
Movie chat lost their minds. They were like, "What is going on?" Basically, on those nights, since I can't show the movie on screen, we have a Discord where you can join the theater, and then we're over here and we're commentating and we're hanging out with everybody. They watch the movie with us on their own, and we just hang out. So
that sounds like fun.
I have them ahead of time on my channel, so if you ever pick one,
you
can
join me.
The Wednesday ones like this are usually 8:30, and then my every other Friday one and my Saturday ones start at 9, just because of how crazy my life those days. So you're more than welcome to.
Thank you. I might take you. You might regret that. I might take you up on that.
Dude, no, come on over. Gringo chose Witchboard not too long ago, and we had her on here for that. So we just party over here. Yes, the original.
The original. Okay, yeah, because I saw the remake. Remake is terrible.
Yeah, I have to make. I was so confused.
I think they were too. I think the people making it were pretty confused.
All right, Charles, send that to me on X so that way I remember to make that happen. Yeah, we sometimes for my viewers for their birthday, I have them send in a movie for us to do a watch along for too. So we party over here, Jen. So never think you're too much. No.
Okay.
We don't do that over.
I think more pain in the ass, but Monty's had to work with me a long time. He knows.
You're fine. You're fine, dude. Like, no. I'm just chilling sarcastic. That's just me. So,
I like that. I like it.
So everybody wants to know in movie chat what we thought of the Anaconda 1997 movie. Was it worth the creature feature title? They were not impressed with it when they watched it.
Okay, so I have a fear. Like, if I have one phobia, it's snakes, because I nearly got bitten by I live in the desert, so like rattlesnakes are a thing where I live, and so I have a irrational phobia towards snakes. So any sort of snake movie, I jump. That's like the only thing that will get me is fucking snakes. So I jumped. I'm not proud to say this, but I jumped at Anaconda. It's stupid, but it's fun. I also jumped at snakes on a plane.
Right, like I remember renting it from my gas station when, we used to have like rent movies and all that stuff. And, I don't think it was terrible, but I don't think it was like why everybody was crazy about it. Like, I remember kids in my class were like, oh my God, this is so crazy. But like you said, you have a fear of snakes, so that makes a little bit more sense. I'm just like sitting there like, why would you be doing this to yourself? You guys put yourselves in this position. Why are you doing this? Like through the whole movie, I'm like, why are you doing this? This makes no sense. Like, no. And then everyone's like, well, what would you do if you were in that position? I'm like, I wouldn't put myself in that position. I'm pasty, but not that pasty. Okay. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that stuff. Hello, Nanette. How's it going, my friend?
Somebody said they live in the south. Somebody said they live in the southeastern New Mexico, Jen.
Yep.
Yeah, I am too. Me too.
That's Dave. That's my buddy Dave.
Okay. When it comes to Anaconda, I enjoyed the film for what it was. It's one of the rare instances we actually see Jennifer Lopez act like a full actress. And
1 second, guys. I'm gonna give him his toy back.
And of course, John Voight, he actually makes the movie work as the villain.
He does, and I'll give it. I'm not the biggest Jennifer Lopez fan, but she wasn't terrible for what the role required of her. She was all right, and pretty much the whole cast was. Owen Wilson was in it too. Don't forget Owen Wilson was in it.
Yeah, Owen Wilson. Yeah, it was one of those nice, good creature feature films. The effects were. She said it was silly.
It is.
Some of the CGI effects were terrible. I admit. But I enjoyed the film when it was. Yes. Now, of course, the sequels are a different matter.
You're right. So somebody in movie chat said, "What about Anaconda 2, guys? Did you like Anaconda 2?" Oh.
No.
No. I think that could have been just a one-off movie.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one with David Hasselhoff? I know he appears in one of them, but I can't remember which one.
He's in the third one, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing. Again, it was a decent creature feature for what it was. I just was sitting there like, you dipshits, put this on yourself. Like, sometimes when a movie is like that and it can't like capture, I'm just like, why? Could this be avoided? Yes, it could. Don't go to those places. Don't put your, like, I don't know. I was yelling at the TV the whole time. They
were trying to film a documentary about some lost tribe down in the Amazon. So
Okay, but Cannibal Holocaust has taught you not to do that. Okay, if you don't want to deal with killer snakes and possibility of cannibals, don't put yourself. We got drones now, thank God. We could do that. Okay, you don't need to be putting yourself in these positions. Okay. I'm just saying.
But you won't get the awards. You won't get the awards.
That's true. Did you guys see that? Like there's like this video of like this reporter sitting down with a cannibal tribe, and like he asks the translator what they're saying, and the guy's just like, he's looking at your beefy legs, and the guy's like, like why do you want to talk to these people? There's a reason they're alone in the woods. Okay, stop looking for things in the woods that want to be left alone. That's like the people that look for Bigfoot. Do you think it's gonna put you in its cave and be like, let's have some tea, Bob? Like, what? Like, just don't do it.
I would agree. Or if your car breaks down and you chainsaws everywhere, you just don't stop at that house.
Exactly. I mean, I got chainsaws and weird shit going on in my woods all the time, and it's perfect people repellent. The only thing that happens is my nudist neighbors. Jen, you're gonna love this. I know this has nothing to do with 90s horror. So the other day, my donkey got loose. His name is Elmo. Across the street, I have a lovely eccentric 60-year-old couple who were hippies in the 60s and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. They're a nudist, okay? Well, my donkey...
Cool. Letting it all hang out.
That's right. My donkey got over there. Now, I guess they didn't get to see my text in time. They'll say, no, hey, I have to go get him. Because normally I tell them, hey, because I deliver eggs to them, I'm like, hey, whatever. And they cover up. Well, they didn't see it this time. And I thought maybe it's because they weren't home. Because when they're not home, they never answer. Okay. I go over there. Those two are tripping balls, thinking I'm the devil.
Oh, God.
And we're throwing confetti at me as I'm chasing my donkey and trying to get him back home. What is going on? I'm like,
Elmo doesn't think we're on Sesame Street anymore.
When I woke up this morning, I did not think this was happening. And they're throwing confetti at me like it's holy water. And they think I'm Satan. And they're telling me, be gone, Satan. And I'm like, all right. And then, like, the next day I see them at the post office. And they're just like, oh, hi, Heidi, how are you? And I'm like, fine. They don't remember shit.
Well, they want an acid trip?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the hell they were tripping balls. They sang the Pina Colada song. This sounds like a typical Saturday night in Tijuana.
Yeah,
and that says, I have not seen a lot of horror movies from the 1990s.
Oh.
It's a good one to deep dive in. You have to, for me, I think you have to deep dive a little bit, but you find some gems. There are some gems.
Yeah.
Like I called it earlier is like the hangover decade. So like it's kind of like that weird decade where they're like they don't know where to take things because like had like all the big brand new stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then the 90s was like, okay, where do we go from here? So you gotta kind of have that outlook if you deep dive into it. Because there's a lot of teen screams in it. So you kind of have to dig deep for like the cult classics and stuff like that to really
very much so. Very much so. There are some lesser known that I could recommend. There is a movie from 1992 that's fun. If you like evil kids, I know we've got The Good Son, which we'll talk about, but we also have Mikey, which is fun, which is an evil kid movie that you might want to do. Benny's Video is also from 1992. That is a little bit more serious and dark, and it's about what parents do to protect their kid. And it's a really dark indie kind of movie, but very good.
Oh yeah, The Good Son was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Love seeing Macaulay Culkin against type as a badass, as a bad seed boy.
Movie chat says Mercy can just write her own horror movie with nudist neighbors included. I could.
You could.
I could.
Maybe a demonic Elmo is Satan. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you know what? They were having a good time and life is short. What they do on their property is not my business. I just, I left a courtesy text like they asked. So,
you know what? I like that attitude. I wish more people in this day and age, not to get political, but I wish more people had that same attitude. Just live. If you're not hurting anybody or doing anything shady, live and let live.
My rule is mind your business and don't touch kids. That's my thing. Like, other than that, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have to agree with everybody all the time either. It's weird. I'm not a cult leader. Bad Seed was good. Yes.
Speaking of the Bad Seed, there's a movie from I think it's from 95, but I could be wrong, called Mommy. And Patty McCormick is playing basically a grown-up version of the Bad Seed. Guys, check it out. I think you can find it on Tubi. It's really good.
Tubi's been upping their game lately, actually.
I know, yeah,
they've been very, very good upping their game and cycling things out and putting a lot of lesser known ones on there. So Movie Chat wants to know what we think of 1995's Castle Freak. Have we seen it? Did we like it? It was a slow burn for me.
I loved it. It's one of my favorites.
It was pretty good.
I liked how weird it was. It was just so off the wall. And I like that. I like when it's like, okay, I have to sit here and think about it for a moment sometimes, I don't always want it explained to me.
Ask them that they see the remakes of the remake.
Did you guys see the remake?
It wasn't bad for what it was. The remake wasn't as bad for what it was. It wasn't as good as the original, but I liked it for what it was.
They have not seen the remake. They didn't even know there was one.
Yep.
Yes.
It was okay. It kind of follows as a similar plot to the original. They did make some changes to some of the story because, like in the, I believe in the original film, the daughter is blind, but in the movie, the wife is blind. They still
Mhm.
both get
Yeah.
into an accident. They both get in an
Right.
accident, but in the remake, the wife is blind from the accident. No, unfortunately, Final Destination, the first one came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like near the end there. And movie chat says 90s was a weird time for me too because I'm a big horror lover, but I can't really remember a lot of 90s horror movie for the life of me. You guys are revamping everything for me. Thank you.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I would recommend, and it was made for Showtime, but don't let that fool you. And I don't know how Monty will feel about this, but I think that the sequel is actually better than the original because the original, it's really just the opening scene. But When a Stranger Calls Back is a movie that I highly recommend everyone go and check out. I think it's better than the original When a Stranger Calls. And Carol Kane comes back. It's a really good movie. If you guys have ever checked it, you should check it out. If you
I do think I've seen that one once, and I didn't think it was too awful. I don't think it deserved like a lot of the hate that it got. It's like one of those movies too. It's like, guys, like this is actually not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I thought it was
because
better than the original.
everyone, I think because everyone enjoyed the original, and then when
Mhm.
that remake came out, I had no problem with the remake. I actually thought Lance Ferguson did a pretty good job as the voice. As the voice, he was very creepy and sound very disturbing. You know, as the caller, so I thought this film was pretty good. And I think her name was Carmela Bird. I can't remember her name when.
I can't either, but she was good in it. I know who you're.
Yeah, Carmela Bell. Carmela Bell, I think is what her name is. Yeah.
He was watching some Rocky and Bullwinkle the other day. Movie chat wants to know what we think about Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
It's a good one. I like
one.
Bordello of Blood better, though. Hot take. I like, because I'm a Dennis Miller fan. Not his political beliefs now, but he used to be really funny back in the day.
Jacob's Ladder, yes, that's another good one, Gringo. Absolutely.
Would you believe that the first date that Kelly and I went on, I took her to go see Tales from the Crypt Demon Night.
Nice.
I love it because, like, Demon Knight was obviously one of the things that I saw when I was younger, you know, because I remember I was like a 90s kid, so like it's a different experience for me than, you know, people that are older than me, and I'm just like, this is really cool. But I think I'm just double checking something right here. Yes, Demon Knight had Pantera Cemetery Gates in it, and that's why it stuck to me because I'm a big Pantera fan. And I was like, this is cool. They got metal in here. I like this. And then, like, you know, as I got older, I watched it. But I do agree with you now that I'm older. I like Bordello of Blood a little bit better than Demon Knight.
It was okay. I got nothing against Dennis Miller, but he just did not fit the straight man type. You know, with his
but Lucy, I'm home. I love that line. Lucy, I'm home.
His deadpan delivery, it was okay, but you know, everyone was there to see the hot women.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that. Yeah, I mean the movie knew.
Yeah, Soylent Green was weird.
It definitely was. It definitely was, and it sparked a lot of weird internet content now. That's for sure. Especially if you're like 3 a.m. And you're weird scrolling. Holy crap! I ended up on the weird side of the internet the other day. Wow. I'm like, I gotta borrow whatever my neighbors were on before I come over here. So they want us to talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula from '92, and if we actually enjoyed it. I've heard my parents say that it was awful casting for Keanu Reeves.
Well,
that's true. That's true.
Do you want to? I'll let you go, Monty, and then I'll throw my 2 cents in.
It's like this, you know, when you cast an American to play a Brit, it's like this. Kevin Costner playing, you know, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, trying to put on the British accent. And it's the same thing with Keanu Reeves. It's like, God, what are you doing? You sound terrible.
He sounded like too surfer boy for me. Now I like Keanu Reeves, but I don't think that was the right role. I think Winona did okay. But him, it was weird because for me, you know, Gary Oldman and Winona and everybody else looked like they were part of the movie, and then it looked like Keanu was there being like a spoof character in a way. You know what I mean? Because it like he kind of took them out of like the time period. Because he sounded too like British surfer to me. Like I was waiting for him to go like, dude, totally, you know, like, and you know, and
I mean, I know why. I know why he got cast role because he was trying to get out of the surfer character from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He was trying to get out of that, but unfortunately, still at the time of his career, all you see is Bill, and you're just waiting for him to say, "Dude, totally is."
I totally agree. I saw it in theater. I really love Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's awesome, and I love the armor. The armor, the fact that they took the time to make that armor and make it really like you could again feel. Well, I can feel his character, and that's what I like when I can feel the characters. You know, you actually kind of feel bad for him in a way, and then my goodness, Keanu was definitely miscast. Gary Oldman is great in everything.
Yes, Gary Oldman always makes movies better. I agree with that.
Charles is on a Linnea Quigley kick tonight.
All right.
We'll have to watch that one.
All right, Jen, go ahead.
All right, so like I fucking adore Monty knows this. I fucking adore Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Monty, you've heard this how many fucking times? You probably have it on the list. But one of my favorite lines in the movie is when Gary Oldman says, "I have crossed oceans of time for you." Every time my panties get wet, oh my God, and he delivers it with such conviction. It's just every woman should have a man say something like that. It's just there's no better line. There is no better line.
Have you got Marty to say that yet?
Sorry, Monty. I don't heard that. He's like, God damn it, Jen.
Movie
chat.
Your panties got wet, right? Like your female side. You got a little, look, and he looks in her eyes and he's like, "I have crossed."
Charles says, writing that down now. Movie chat says you can't tell, but I'm standing up and giving you a clapping ovation, Jen.
She's not done yet, though.
Go on. I hate Brad Pitt too, Gringa. My sister from another mister. Tom says, but Brad Pitt is the worst actor in history. He cares just too much on his looks. I don't even find him attractive, but you can tell he's like, I'm a pretty boy, so.
What about Seven? Because I'm not a big Brad Pitt fan either, but I do love him in Seven.
I do think he did okay there.
What's in the box?
Just open it. Solve the movie in like 5 seconds.
With the vampire.
Yeah, that was the next question. Like, did we like Bram Stoker's Dracula better with Interview with the Vampire? But I don't think you can compare them, to be honest.
No,
you can't,
because they're two different things.
They're two different. They're two vastly different vampire pictures, so you can't compare them the two. I mean, I put it this way: I got nothing against Brad Pitt, but still, to me, he's a handsome guy, and that's it.
Exactly, that's it. There's no.
That's why he gets the roles that he gets, because he's a handsome guy, and that's it.
No,
but
you know
that whole scene in Seven, and I like the movie. I like what they were trying to do. I like the fact they were using the 70 Deadly Sins, and I like when Kevin Spacey was a good actor at the time. I liked his characterization. I like his motivation, but that whole scene almost ruins the movie when Brad Pitt talks about what's in the box. That's why people make me on it.
But I do love the scene where they show the contrast between Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, and Morgan Freeman can read from the actual text all these, heavy duty books, and then like Brad Pitt's in the car going, "Fucking Dante, good writing piece of shit," and then like the officer brings him Cliff Notes, and he goes, "Good work, Lieutenant." I've always loved that scene.
Tom Baker says he has no presence. Gringo says, I don't find him attractive at all, but I love him in Seven and Fight Club.
Yeah, that's the only film I liked him was Fight Club.
Tom says he is a movie prop. My brother went on a rant one day, and now see, you guys don't. My brother's not a talkative guy. He kind of minds his business. Doesn't really watch a lot of movies. Is more into music. He's a drummer, right? So that's all he does is drum and whatever the hell else weird adventures Eddie does. So I don't know. We just leave him alone, and he pops up once in a while. So one day he gets in my car and starts ranting about Fight Club because he thought the ending was the most stupidest ending in the world. And I'm like, this dude, this is like the first. I was like, we're on like a 5-minute drive up the street, by the way. He like was talking 20 miles a minute and ranting about the freaking ending of that movie. And then he's like, okay, I'm done, and gets out of my car. And I'm like,
he just needed to get it off his chest, which I can understand.
I was like, he's like, that was the joke. He's like, because I'm someone that doesn't watch a lot of movies. He's like, and I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, I'm really digging it. I'm like, cool, this is great. I found one thing that I'm actually like digging. And then he's like, I can't believe I sat through that mess. And he was just, I can't even tell you because he was talking so fast. And, you know, I know like the local people that watch my channel here, they're going to be like, wait, Eddie was talking? Yeah, it was very crazy. It was crazy. He was talking. He was talking all about the ending of Fight Club. And then he's like,
power of film.
Yeah, you have to understand the analogy of what they were trying to say in that film. That's the reason why you think, because they don't give any subtle clues as because you actually think there are two separate characters, but when the twist happens, like, holy shit, damn, that's actually pretty good.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, I agree with you on all points that Gringo says. They want to know what we think about From Dusk Till Dawn and Bad Moon.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jen.
You guys might not like me. I have a hot take with Dusk Till Dawn. It's it's not a bad movie. I can objectively understand it's not a bad movie, but it's one that I think is overrated as fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I have never been a big Dusk Till Dawn fan. I like Cheech Marin. I like the cast, but it just never worked for me. I watched it with my younger son a few months back, and it doesn't hold. It didn't work then. It doesn't work now. I'm sorry. I didn't like
to me,
it.
I was just
and
like,
his weird fucking foot fetish.
I can't do feet. I hate feet. I hate feet.
Me too.
I hate feet. Every time I see that, I'm like, you are nasty. Because I walk barefoot all the time. I live in the country, so I walk barefoot all the time. I'm like, don't even touch me. Like, oh, so when I have to see that scene, I fast forwarded now. I'm like, power of TV. Fast forward. Fight Club ending tricked me, Gringo said.
Well, being what type of character he was when I first see him doing that, it's not, for me, it's not strange that he has a foot fetish.
Yeah.
No,
he's a weird guy.
You're not a George Clooney fan, Jen?
I'm a George Clooney fan. I like everybody in the cast. It's not bad. It's just Tarantino is not someone I'm really a big fan of. And he's a good director. He's just not one for me personally.
Actually, this was Robert Rodriguez, not Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I get that confused, but it's fine. It's just not one for me. It's just I don't know about it. I like vampire movies, but that one I always thought it was a little overhyped as a kid, and I still kind of think it's overhyped now. It's one of my hot takes.
Gringa says From Dusk Till Dawn, I love how you have no fucking idea that it's a vampire movie. That is a good twist. I think that's fun about it, but I agree with her that it's just like, okay, like, and I'm pretty sure like anytime I've ever heard about that movie though has been from a dude that was like all in love with all those scenes. So I'm like, okay, I could see, yeah, all right, nothing against it. Hey, whatever, I don't give a shit. But
yeah,
you know, it's just when I'm like, okay, I watched it once or twice maybe, and I'm like, all right, I'm done with it.
Yeah,
you know,
no hate to it. I don't think it's like it doesn't say, oh, it's one of the worst.
Oh no, I don't think it's bad, and I agree with Gringa. I think it's really cool that you don't really know it's a vampire movie yet, and it kind of mixes. I love that element. I just once I saw the foot, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, one and done. Yeah.
I don't want to watch this.
I enjoyed it. It was a nice, entertaining movie. Trust me, it has nothing to do with what you call them dancing in that bikini and shaking the butt, doing footsies with Quentin Tarantino.
Footsies with Quentin Tarantino sounds like a band name. That's something that that we do over here too, Jen. If somebody says something that sounds like a band name or a title of a song, we write it down. It's a game. It's an ongoing game on the channel. So in case you ever see that when you're on here, people might shout that out on you.
That's okay. I'm a music nerd too, so it works.
Perfect. It works. It works. I've never seen the trailers for it, so it was a surprise when I saw it on rental. I took it as a comedy rather than horror. the 90s movie that really tickled me was 1993's Malice. I loved that ending.
Yeah, y'all, you've seen the many sequels and the TV show?
I didn't know there was any.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nope.
Are they any good?
No. There are three. I think there were 3 sequels, and I never saw the TV show.
I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't know
When did
either.
it come out?
It came out. Give me a second here.
Usually pretty good. I didn't hear about this.
Television show came out in.
Gringa's never seen Malice, and Charles wants to know if Jen has ever heard about the band Bandmaid.
Yeah, it premiered in 2014 on this Robert Rodriguez newly launched El Rey Network.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of it.
That's probably why I didn't pay attention.
It came out in 2014. It lasted for 3 seasons, so it had a nice run. But I never saw the TV show. The 2 other sequels that came out were just terrible. There was 2 sequels and a prequel. It's a prequel because obviously, because the first one did so well, so we got to have a sequel. So we got to have a third movie. Then when the third movie didn't do that well, hey, let's do a prequel about Carmen Sandiego character. Before she became Selma Hayek. We got, for some reason, they had to tell that story. I'm like, what? I don't care about that. She's not an interesting character at all. So why we try to? But they got to come. Filmmakers got to come up with something.
Yeah, absolutely. Movie Chat wants to know what we think, and it's more of a thriller and a dark comedy of Dark Man. Sam Raimi's Dark Man.
Yeah, it was okay. That's Liam Neeson before it became Liam Neeson.
And it's funny too because we were watching House of Wax with Vincent Price, and when he's in the outfit with the hat and the jacket, he looks exactly like Dark Man. So I'm wondering if there was any connection to that. Because it looked exactly the same, and that would be cool if that was a nod. I don't know officially if it was, but
it would.
I think that'd be good.
It would be
cool. Basket Case 2. Are there any fans of Basket Case 2? Because that's my jam, says.
Yeah, mine too.
says Melanie. Melanie from Movie Chat. She's a big Basket Case fan. And
Henenlotter fan, probably a big Henenlotter fan. Oh my God! Like, come on, Monty, the guy who finds love in this one. We find love. Come on. You're not a romantic. Come on. Love. I think it's cool.
I had fun with the first Basket Case.
Yeah.
The 2 other films.
Come on, Monty.
All right, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jen.
The third one, I'll concede. The third one goes a little bit off the rails.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
but the second one's a lot of fun.
I didn't mind the second one. I just took it as fun compared to the first one, which is a little bit more on the serious tone. You're like,
yeah, because I guess that's the reason why I had problems with the second one, because the whole tonal shift changed from a serious horror movie in the 70s into somewhat of a comedic take on Bile and his brother. I'm like, what the hell? What happened to?
That's how some people feel about Evil Dead 2. After Evil Dead 2, they have like the same feeling.
Yeah, the same feeling. But I unlike with Basket Case 2, I actually still love Evil Dead 2 because yes, it was a bit on a comedy side, but it still actually had great. It still fits because because of Sam Raimi's direction style, it still had somewhat comedic moments in the original The Evil Dead. So even though Evil Dead 2 is kind of a different story, but even with the comedic side, especially with the dancing naked skeleton, it still fits.
Yeah, but
I mean, even Army of Darkness, it all still fits.
I love them all 3. I love all 3 of those. I'm a big fan of all of them. I think they absolutely fit, especially Ash going nuts through them all. Yes, like Primitive Screwhead, I shout at people all the time when I'm in traffic. So but I could see how Monty feels about Basket Case 2, because like if you're not prepared for it to take that shift, it can be wonky. But I personally don't mind it. I think they were just trying to make sure, like, hey, it's, here we go. How can we get people to look at the first one? You know what I mean? Like, was trying to get the new generation of audiences to get curious. Like, hey, why is this 2? I don't think they were necessarily gearing it toward the older audiences that knew the first one either, because you kind of see that in a way.
You were trying to get to the kids, the cool kids.
Yeah. Cool kids on the block. Tom Baker says, I like 1997's Event Horizon.
A lot of people do. Don't you, Monty?
Oh, yeah. Event Horizon was great. Yes. Love Event Horizon.
I actually don't think I've seen that one full, like, all the way. Like, I think I've only watched it, like, halfway, and I've always forgotten to go back, mainly because I start little projects all over the place. So, but I'll definitely have to check that out, too, because you guys normally, when you guys say something's decent, it turns out to be decent. So I know I'm not going to be wasting my time with it. So what else? I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through movie chat because they are Jen, they are going crazy for you because of the Bram Stoker thing now. They're like, yes, she needs to, like, absolutely be on here more.
I'd like to. Anytime you guys want
Yeah,
me,
I told you.
Anybody's welcome anytime. Anybody's welcome. We are weird over here. We are weird and sarcastic over here. So as long as you can deal with that, you're fine. Yeah. And it's funny too, because we have a girly girl in the movie chat. And she is new to all these horror films. And she is loving every bit of it. And she is, like, super down with what we're doing here with the 3 of us.
That sounds like Melissa, Eric's friend. Eric is introducing her to horror, and I see live stream to him and Melissa introduced to horror.
And like 80 said, like, he hasn't really delved into horror until he found my channel, because I do music over here too, and he came from the music side, and we're showing him all these different experiences too. So it's really fun that you guys actually come and hang out with us. Oh, they're doing the Nightbot lore too. Nightbot is my bot that keeps the spam out of my YouTube chat, and they write lore about him all the time. The other day he was a stripper.
Oh, nice. Well, in this economy, you got to do double duty.
The other time he was riding with Bob. And but they have a good time. So yeah, don't worry about it. You're welcome here anytime. I tell Monty the same thing. Anytime you're available and you want to pop on, just be like, hey, I see you're doing this. Come on over here. 80 says, and now you're stuck with me. That's right. That's right. We're all a weird family over here. So movie chat wants to know which 90s horror film has aged the best and which has aged the worst. That's actually a pretty good question and a tough one.
That's a good question.
I think Candyman is one that's aged the best. I agree.
Yeah.
And Audition is another one. Audition could be another one. It was late, but that's another one. There's a lot of ones, but I'll stick with Candyman for the best. As for the worst, I don't know.
See, I don't know about the worst either, because, like, there were bad ones in the 90s, but it wasn't as bad as any Barry Gillis film that I've seen. And Barry Gillis, if you stumble on this channel and you see me again bashing your movies, bro, I'm just being honest. We do honesty over here. Apparently he has a beef with me.
Oh, really?
He does. I don't know why. I actually told him I'm glad, like, you put something out, but hey,
not everyone can. I mean, that's a cool thing. You got to remember, it's true.
Horror movie Titanic has aged the worst.
I'm not gonna disagree with that either.
Fallen with Denzel Washington, Tom says.
Oh boy.
I like that one, but I can see why it's aged bad.
Okay. The Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. Oh, which one, Monty? The original or the sequels?
Not even. I won't even talk about the sequel. They're worse.
He's like, I'm out. I'm out of the stream right now. You brought up that sequel. I'm out. I quit.
Yeah, you want to talk about when Max
Jeff
Hedstrom,
Fahey, right? It was Jeff Fahey that was.
It was Jeff Fahey. Yeah. When Max Hedstrom was popular in the beginning of the '90s, so they had that type of practical effects. You want to talk about aging badly? Yeah, The Lawnmower Man. Definitely, that film has aged badly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. They want to know if we enjoyed the practical effects or the CGI in the 90s. We started seeing a pickup of CGI. So where do you guys stand on that?
for me, CGI is something like I appreciate it and it's done well. And this was kind of like the infancy. We were starting to get bigger, better. But for me, it's always more about the story. Like I don't want to sound like a pretentious douchebag, but suck me in with your story, and that's what you get. So I appreciate it. But
for me, I like practical effects, and I think CGI should only be used to kind of like fix a blemish, kind of like Photoshop, where you're trying to fix something. I don't think, I'm not a fan of CGI, me either. I don't think that a whole movie like they're doing now that's created fully with CGI, I can tell it takes me out of the story. You don't get immersed in the story anymore. Everything's too clean. I don't need to see things in 4K. I'm sorry, but it takes, especially horror. I'm sorry. Horror and action movies do not need to be in 4K. They need that grit. They need that style to get you pulled into it. 4K can work on a romance where everybody wants to look at pretty people, get jiggy with it, all that kind of stuff, but like thrillers, crime, action, and horror, I think are too clean now. And it actually pulls me out of the story because I actually, this is going to sound weird, but how my brain works, I like it when you're pulled into the movie where you don't feel like it's a movie. Like you feel like you're in it and you're experiencing it, right? So like the modern movies, it's very hard for me to get into them, except for a few on Tubi for the independent cinema have been Chef's Kiss because they kind of mix the practical with the CGI. But it's hard for me to get into a lot of the...
I'm not...
jigging right now. Well, good. That'd be kind of weird. But
so
I can't get immersed in it.
You're not a fan of the Avatar films?
I'm not. No, I can't. They're too busy for me, and they actually kind of almost give me motion sickness because of how like clean it is. Like I just don't. I don't know. It's very, very hard when I know like everything is CGI. I don't mind if there's a blend of CGI with practical effects. Like I said, fix any blemishes that you might not be able to do practically, maybe clean up a little bit of something here, but everything is, and it's everything, then no, I can't do it. The old black and white Twilight Zone TV show, I can totally get immersed in that world. Me too. I watch it every New Year's Eve. I do that. The 80s remake of Twilight Zone is decent, but then the one in the 2000s is dumb. That's dumb.
I don't mind it. I love them all, but it does take a downward spiral.
Yeah, I feel like it dumbs it down. Like, why are you dumbing it down? When I was a kid, I was watching the ones from like the original and the 80s. I'm fine. You don't need to like dumb it down and like I don't know. Which is kind of weird because I like Erie, Indiana, which was the TV show, growing up, and like. The 2000s Twilight Zone kind of has that feel, but at the same time, I feel like they even dumbed that down because Erie, Indiana, you're kind of like, okay, this is kind of weird and spooky, but I don't know. I didn't like that every single New Year's Eve, damn straight. I actually have the collector's VHS tapes where like you actually can open it up and it has the about all the episodes and video stills, and then you open it up again and it's a door and it's actually like an actual VHS tape. I have them in storage.
Oh, very cool.
Hey, ATL. What the hell are? I don't know, buddy. Oh, what are we doing? We're talking about 90s horror. ATL, this is Jen. She's one of Miser's friends that we kind of kidnapped to be over here today to our madness.
They gave me good candy, though, so it was worth it.
Exactly. And we talked about orgies. You missed it. ATL would have loved that. He would have ate that up. The original Pet Sematary scared the shit out of me. Oh, that one's actually not bad.
Zelda.
I love that's one of my favorites. And also I gotta stand up for Pet. I know people give shit to Pet Sematary too, but I fucking think Clancy Brown, like we're going for a different tone, people. It's more of a campy slasher, but oh my god! And when Anthony Edwards says, "Why did you dig up my wife?" Because I wanted to fuck her. I just love it.
Yeah, it's so like.
I mean, unhinged. I mean, he's the one of the best things about Pet Sematary too.
Well, I think Edward Furlong's pretty good. We can kind of see that he's kind of going in the druggy direction, but like he still was a great actor. It was a shame what happened to him, and he still gives a pretty good performance. And so does the other kid. I can't think of his real name, but the kid that played Drew, I thought was really good too, and gave a really heartfelt performance. The thing though with the Pet Sematary too is like, yes, you have Clancy Brown going over the top, but there's some heartbreaking scenes when fucking Clancy Brown shoots Zowie. Oh my god, I'm like a little kid going, oh my god, he shot the doggy. It just wrecks me every time.
Bob here says your posters are cool.
Thank
Jen.
you. Thank you.
ATL wants to know what other movies came out in the 90s other than Scream. Oh, we've had quite a bit here. We've talked about Bram Stoker's Dracula, talked about From Dusk Till Dawn, Misery. You know, Clancy Brown is good in everything he's in. I agree.
Innocent Blood would be one I would recommend. It's if you like vampire movies and you haven't seen Innocent Blood, that's one. It's from John Landis. I love that movie.
I love that movie.
I know it's not for everyone, but you have the mob, you have a love story, you have vampires. I mean, it's everything in the kitchen sink, and it works for me. It works.
Movie chat says, I love the energy Jen has. I'm now wide awake. I needed that. You're like my dose of coffee today.
I've been told that by a few people. Or crack. I've also been compared to crack.
I find it, you know what? Hey, I find it perfect over here, man. Like I said, we're just the weird kids growing weird adults over here. John Carpenter's Vampires, Rebecca says, absolutely. Yes, the Blair Witch came out too. That woman, Heather Donahue, I wanted to punch her at Scaricon 2013. Awful woman. Awful.
Really?
Rude as hell. The other crew was like talking because like, okay, I asked her because like, you know, obviously Blair Witch came out after there was like some found footage from the 80s, but it never got big in the 80s, like at the tail end of the 80s. I forgot the name of the one. But you know, you could kind of tell she was kind of inspired by it low key. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you took something and made it into this big masterpiece. And she was just like, how dare you, you know, talk to me that way? And how dare you insinuate that I'm plagiarizing? Like, I didn't. I said, did you take inspiration from that? Because clearly you've made the genre big now and people are going to follow you. Like, I was nice about it, and she was being mean. And of course, I don't care if you're famous or not. So I'm just like, all right, then screw you. And then I took off because I was like, I'm not going to waste my time with you. She was very, very rude to me. I didn't waste my time.
That's the thing. Everybody's, you know, nothing is new under the sun.
Exactly.
There's a plagiarizing, and then there's being influenced.
Now the dudes were like really cool about it. They're like, you know what? I could see why you probably thought that connection. We actually didn't know they existed and stuff. But it was funny too, because they're sitting there at the table with her, and they could just tell by my face, like, I don't care that you're famous. Like, I don't care, ma'am or sir. I don't care. That's like what Chris Sarandon. Chris Sarandon was an ass too. He pissed me off because there was a woman in a wheelchair ahead of me trying to get his attention, right? And obviously she was in line ahead of me, and he was too busy ordering his pizza on his tablet to pay attention. And you could kind of tell, like, she was on a time. She's like, look, I've been waiting all day, because I let her go ahead of me. I was like, just go, because I had the VIP thing. I'm like, girl, go. They're not gonna, I'll stand here if they're gonna bitch. I'll be like, no, she's going first, you know? She's like, thank you, I'm gonna be leaving soon, because she had to bus or whatever she had to catch. He's just such a, like, screw him too. Anyway.
That's disappointing. And you know, you can very much tell, like, it was inspired by Cannibal Holocaust. There were other movies that were kind of, you know, the same thing.
And there's nothing wrong with that. She made the genre revived in the 90s. Now, I'm not a big Blair Witch fan, obviously, you know. But I could give her points, and that's why I wanted to talk to her too. As somebody that's not a hyper fan, I wanted to talk to her, pick her brain. Like, sometimes I purposely did that. I would purposely go to tables where, like, hey, I don't really actually like your movie too much, but I want to pick your brain, because you might get to learn something, be like, oh, hey, I didn't notice that, and then be able to rewatch it with a new outlook and stuff, because I like learning shit.
And it unlocks something in it that you appreciate the movie.
Even if it doesn't turn out to be something that, like, I like, still. Yeah, oh my gosh. Edie says Nightbot writes SpongeBob sex fan fiction.
Okay. Could I read some of it?
Jen's over here like, where do I subscribe? Jacob's Ladder.
She had her 15 minutes of fame, so.
Hey, Josh, your hand will heal good. ATL says, yes, Jacob's Ladder was in the 90s, my friend. That movie might be your scariest. Absolutely.
I can understand that.
Some people are rude because they're very insecure. I think she was just too cocky and was expecting me not to have the generic questions, because I purposely, like, if I have the opportunity, like, I was hanging out with Marilyn Burns from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And she was so fun. I had, like, this really cool collar on. Hey there. Oh, God, guys. SpongeBob has a lot of holes. Jesus. Anyway.
You can finger, yeah, you can do it.
They're going wild now. It's almost 10 o'clock. They're gonna go wild. They're gonna go after dark in the chat. But anyway, what the hell was I talking about?
Marilyn Burns.
Marilyn Burns, yes. I had like this cool choker, and then she started talking. I was just hanging out with her at the table, and I was just asking her like questions that she didn't get asked a lot. Like personally, like, hey, how did she feel like being a college student doing that? Like, and I asked Gunnar Hansen the same thing, and he's like, oh my god, thank you. People asking like different questions, and we were all just like hanging out and chilling, eating fries and stuff like that. So I was just treating Heather the same way. Like I teach them all equally. Okay, I don't care.
What a novel concept. What a novel concept.
And like she was. I would understand if I went up to her and was like, hey, you plagiarized this, but I didn't do that. I just said, hey, were you inspired by, X, Y, and Z? And then, and then it ruined the Blair Witch for me even more. Whereas, like, I prefer that stupid Blair Witch 2 movie over the original Blair Witch simply because, like, I just feel like it was a little bit more creepier and less, like...
And they were trying to do something. It was a little deeper.
It was a little deeper. It had a little deeper story. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like her attitude just even ruined any rewatch of the Blair Witch. And it's a shame because, again, I wasn't accusing. I was just saying, hey, did you get ideas? Because, like, I could see where, hey, you maybe got this element from here. Yeah. And that's fine because that's what we all would do. Even if I would make a movie, I could tell you right now, I would take inspiration from The Evil Dead, Cannibal Holocaust, stuff like that. Exactly. No, movie chat. Green Inferno is Cannibal Holocaust's dweeby little brother. So if you can't handle the raunchiness of Cannibal Holocaust, I recommend you watch Green Inferno.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
The horror cat dad says the first Power in 1990 was always a creepy one to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh my gosh, you guys are still talking about SpongeBob. Oh my goodness. Movie chat says. Where'd that go? Oh, no, there it goes. What is the most underrated 90s horror movie in your opinion, and why do you think it didn't reach popularity?
I don't know if it's the most underrated, but it is for me. This is a personal one, guys. Mm-hmm. There's a movie from I think it's 92 or 97. No, it's 97. It's called The Ugly, and it's about a serial killer, and it's about a little boy, and you see him growing up, and it doesn't make excuses, but you can see why his life went in the way he did, and you have some sympathy, kind of a Norman Bates thing. Can't condone what he does, but you say, oh my God, this poor kid's what he's went through. And the reason it stuck with me is because it does touch on he was dyslexic, and he gets picked on because they didn't understand it back then, even less than they do now, or they understand it less than they do now. And I always just was really moved by that. And also it has it's not a giallo film, but it has an Argento scene where the lighting it's just gorgeous. And it's a pretty brutal film. It's called The Ugly. It goes under a lot of people's radars, and it's a really powerful film.
Gringa says Dr. Giggles from 1992.
That's a good one too.
The horror cat dad says Brain Scan for underrated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I actually have two. One is nobody talks about this. No one talks about body parts.
That's a good one. Jeff Fahey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets his arm replaced from an arm of a serial killer, and all of a sudden weird shit starts to happen to him.
Brad Dourif too.
Yeah, Brad Dourif too. And then another one is called Body Snatchers. Now, this is not Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is just the Body Snatchers. I believe, was it Meg Tilly is in it? Yeah, Meg Tilly is in this one, and and Annabelle Anwar before she got on Burn Notice. Yeah, just the body Invasion of the Body Snatchers at an army base.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Also, the Night of the Living Dead remake. The Night of the Living Dead is really good.
I actually like that one too, but because again, it comes from somebody who loved the original, but also was able to make their own twist on it. I do enjoy the Barbara in that one more than the original. The other day we were at Texas's on Tuesday watching Night of the Living Dead, and I was just like, I would just throw Barbara right out the window because I'm somebody like, man, we got shit to do. Man, let's handle it. Like that's how I am. So I'm like, I know it serves a purpose. But in my mind, I'm just like,
I love that you feel this way, and we're gonna have to side roll because I always wanted to have this because I get where you're coming from, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. They prefer the '90s Barbara to the other thing. But one thing I like is the psychological aspect. She is so fucking traumatized by seeing that. I thought the actress did a hell of a job, and some people it depends on the fight or flight, and she just was not. You know, she wasn't that kind of person.
Like I was telling Tom in the chat there, I'm like, look, the actress did amazing, and absolutely there would be some people, but I'm someone who thrives in a serious situation. So my get to is like, all right, we're going to handle this and freak out later. So let's handle this. And later on, we'll have a couple beers by a fire and lose our shit. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So for me, it's like, it's kind of weird because that movie sets off what I would do in that situation. So absolutely, I love the actress and I love her character, but at the same time, just throw her out the window. Let's get
you wouldn't want her to be in your
party. Exactly.
That's what's so cool about now. This is why a remake is done right because it can satisfy both people. Like people who might be a little bit more timid, you can relate to that Barbara, and then the other kind. So it's perfect. It serves a purpose.
And that's why I love them. I love them both, which is rare because I am not a remake lover at all. And
but that's a good one.
And Movie Chat, to answer this, I know you guys asked this before. The remake chit chat, I moved. I scheduled ahead time. I'll get in touch with these guys if they want to be a part of that.
I have some thoughts on remakes, especially the stepfather. Oh my god!
I unfortunately, I was in the hospital the other time when it was there, and I'm all good now, guys. Like, and the nurses were like, "We can't believe you're still alive." And I was just like, "Ain't found a way to kill me yet," which I was referencing Rooster by Alice in Chains, and they were not happy about that. I'm like, "Look, if I'm gonna go out laughing and being sarcastic. So you can't stop me." So
aside from sex, that's the second way. If I can't be going through sex to die, then it'll be with my second choice. Make me laugh or make me come, basically. That's how I'm going to go. We want to be taken.
There you go. Movie Chat says right on, Jen. Right on. We're right there with you. Scream was only 30th highest grossing film in the 90s. Yeah, I mean, and I don't blame that for being 30th. To me, that one, again, it was just, to me, it wasn't a really good horror movie. It's just like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like calling out. Like one of the things Movie Chat was saying, and I highlighted this comment to touch base. They said that a lot of the 90s films that they've watched, they've noticed that horror movies started calling out horror movies within horror movies. Yeah. Why not both, Charles? Spooky Fam After Dark. Laughing and go sounds like a good.
You know, the one thing about Scream that I noticed, because I've been a horror fan since I was 4, and like so I've seen everything. And I was the girl in my friend group who was the horror girl, and my friends would be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, she's picking the movie. It's a horror movie." I know. They were like, "Oh, fuck, it's her turn." But the thing I noticed with Scream is like I liked it for what it was, but my non-horror friends were the ones that really liked it. To me, it's more of one for people who were kind of new to horror. Like if you were more familiar and been well versed in it, and no offense if that's the way it was, but that's how I always noticed it back in the day. It was people that weren't super big into horror really like
right. Scream. Yeah, absolutely. And I saw that too with my friends too. Like that's seriously one of the series that I put on for my friends that may not like horror at all. I don't care about scream, yell, or shout, Tom says. Yeah, it's me. It's more of a comedy. Yeah. Like to me, it's just, it's like Movie Chat was saying, it was like poking holes in like the whole horror genre, which is fine. But to label it a strict horror movie, like that's where I'm like, okay. And then my Scream 7 video, everyone was just yelling at me because I said it needs to just end already. I'm just like, what next are you gonna do? They're gonna go to freaking outer space. They're gonna be in the geriatric home because freaking Sydney is doing like it, for me it was more absolutely more of a comedy.
I get you.
But
I wasn't a big fan of Scream 7. There were points to it. I didn't hate it, but that fucking ending and oh my god, don't get me started.
It pissed me off that they're talking about 8. They missed a prime freaking opportunity. Just end it on a high note for these. At least the the characters that we grew up with. You gotta end it for them. You can't keep going.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like Halloween ends.
Uh-oh. Jen is freezing.
Oh no. We've been talking so much. Let's see. We'll take a couple more questions. I know it's getting late now. It's already 10 o'clock. I don't want to keep everybody up. Oh, I hope she comes back.
This happens from time to time.
Of course, yeah, internet stuff happens. And I know StreamYard acts a little weird too once in a while. This one's for you, Monty. Movie Chat wants to know, out of the 90s, is there one that sticks out you would recommend to newbies for horror, and why?
Oh, depending upon the Nightbot Ruin Jen. It depends upon I would say like Event Horizon,
Mhm.
probably because it's a
I agree.
very nice, decent horror film. It's easy to understand. It's not too difficult to understand.
Mhm.
Very almost Hellraisery type, but you get it. It's fantastic. Acting is very good. So it'd be for me. It'd be Event Horizon.
You're included in the Nightbot lore now, Jen. Apparently, Nightbot ruined you. You have been initiated.
The internet. I live out in the country, so sometimes this happens.
You're fine. I live out in the country too, man. We just roll with the punches. Movie Chat was just asking Maji here a 90s horror film that they would recommend to somebody that's a newbie into horror.
A newbie into horror.
And he said Event Horizon. No, People Under the Stairs is a good choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because if you really want to, Wes Craven, I like Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hills Have Eyes, all of them. But I think People Under the Stairs is just a masterpiece.
Yeah, I think that is too. And Wes Craven used to teach up here. My friend, he was a professor at one of the colleges, and actually, Nightmare on Elm Street was actually a student film made up here.
Nice.
And he took it to LA, and the original house that they made the student film in, they unfortunately tore down. They were trying to get saved and stuff like that, but they couldn't. And it's a shame. It was like a really cool house. But yeah, he taught my friend's father when he was in college, and I thought he was full of shit until he showed me a picture with him. So, hey.
Wow. Was he as cool as he seemed to be? Like I heard him speak, and he was so
I haven't heard any bad things on,
Neither have I.
Like my friend's dad was just like, he was a really chill dude. He loved what he did. And it's a shame that I never got a chance to meet him. That was one person. Him and George Romero were two of the people that I wanted to meet, but never got the chance to. I did get to meet George Cassana and John Russo of Night of the Living Dead. And George played the sheriff at the end of Night of the Living Dead, for those of you that don't know. And he was really cool. John is a little uppity. So if you do meet him, he's informative, but just don't be taken aback by his uppity nature. I just feel like he's just a naturally uppity guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. It's just his approach to answering questions might throw you off, but please take your time to talk to him because it is worth it.
Okay. If I get a chance, I will, and I'll remember that. Kind of handle with kid gloves.
Yeah, because at first I was like, wait, is he trying to be an ass on purpose? No, he's actually like, he takes it more seriously than others. So if you go in the mind, you're like, okay, I'm gonna learn from this guy. Whereas like George was more laid back and was like, oh man, it was so fun. We threw like the what do you call it? The chocolate syrup on the walls for the blood, and we were doing this, that, and the other thing. Man, it was so much fun. He was more laid back. So if you like laid back people, he would have been the person that. And then John is more of the studious, prim and proper side of it. So please don't judge him.
Okay.
If you ever get that season. And let's see here. We just got a couple more because I know it's getting late. And unfortunately I have to get up tomorrow and deal with things tomorrow.
Naked neighbors or something worse?
I have to take my son to his appointment, and he does not like going to doctor's visits.
Oh,
he's a quiet kid until he goes to doctor visits, and the only way to calm him down to go is to play Pony by Genuine.
Oh, I love that song.
That's the only song that you can play while he's at the doctor's for him to calm down enough.
Man, what a song to play to a kid.
Well, I mean, it's appropriate. It's 90s. It's appropriate.
I don't know why, because I don't have that on I don't know where he's heard it from, but I don't know if it's like the beat of the song where he's just like, okay, cool. So he's like, okay, the doctors can look at me, so we're blaring that in the doctor's office. And I shit you not, one time he was at baby PT, and the boss of the PT lady came in, and
Hey, lady
Thanks
Sasha.
for popping by.
Woohoo!
I enjoy your streams as well, Lady Sasha. And we were playing that, and the boss was like, "What's going on over here?" And they see my son like finally like, so you know what? Hey, whatever. It's a wacky world. I'm here for it.
That's not the worst thing. He could be listening to Jelly Roll, so I would rather be listening to Jelly
Anything that I've learned about Jelly Roll and that wife of his has been against my will. I don't.
Can you believe they're getting a divorce?
Yes,
I know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. We're just about to wind on down here tonight. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions over at Movie Chat here. Because I gotta scroll. You guys have been going so crazy tonight. Holy crap. Oh, what do you think? What do you guys think about the people who believe that Drew Barrymore should have been the main character in Scream instead of Neve Campbell?
I think it's like it was an homage to Psycho. Basically, kill your big. You have your big star in there, and they kill her a lot quicker than they did in Psycho. But it's the same principle. It's a nod to Psycho, is what it is.
Yeah, that's why. I think. You okay there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought too when I first saw that, and I kind of wasn't surprised at the fact that she got killed that early in the movie, because I think they just had her in there just for star purposes to get people to see the movie. But I wasn't surprised at all. But I don't know if Drew would be cast as Sydney, but I don't think it would have had the impact that the film would have had if she was Sydney and not Neve Campbell.
Yeah, I think Neve just fit the final girl aspect a little bit better. Drew is kind of too goofy to me.
Mm-hmm.
She's too goofy to me, and I don't know. It's just if I have typos, it's because I'm using talk to girl. We are typo city over here, lady. No problem. No problem. Neve was perfect. Also, you couldn't afford Drew for a whole.
Yeah.
And then they want to know what we think about I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. This person says they didn't think it was all that bad, and they found the original through watching the remake that recently came out, and they totally love the original better.
Oh yeah, that remake was fucking trash. Oh, I hated that. Oh my dear, I fucking hated that remake.
That remake. Did you notice that none of the actors and actresses could actually be scared because of all the Botox going on?
I know. Oh,
I was like, God. What? I was like, are you guys okay? Like, look, I don't care. You do what you want to do, okay? But I'm just saying, don't try to act then, because it all looked like they were just blow-up dolls trying to shout at each other, and I'm over here like, what the hell?
Oh man, it's like this. It's like this. You can't just get a bunch of beautiful people and think they can act, and terrible, and that god awful supposedly twist, which I saw coming a mile away. It's like, what are you guys doing? You ruined the whole thing. It's like, where did this come from?
The interesting thing about I Know What You Did Last Summer, not the remake. Don't watch it, people. Like this is a public service announcement. Stay away. Yes. But if you watch it from the 90s, it's not bad. It's not one of my beloved favorites. But actually, I learned a lot about it when I did the review for the remake, because I did some research. And the book that it was based off of, the author, it wasn't like a true story, but her daughter did die through murder and stuff. And it was kind of an Anne Rice. Well, not Anne Rice. Her daughter wasn't murdered, but died. The same things. Therapy.
Right. It was kind of like an outlet for what they were doing.
Yeah, but it was based on true stories, sort of.
I feel like knowing that the remake is just a slap in the face to that poor one.
I said that in my review. I said something very similar to that.
Because, like, honestly, like he said, like, you can't just hire people that are pretty and think that, it's going to work, because it didn't. And, like, the thing is I did not like the series, the original movie, and I didn't know they remade it. Girl, don't watch it.
Don't do it.
The series was better than that goddamn remake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Brandy was in it at the end. We had Brandy.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm used to seeing actors and actresses be able to be expressionate because, hey, you need to be an actor, but it was awful. Like, what? They kind of looked all like the fish from SpongeBob, since everybody was talking about SpongeBob, and they all looked like the fishes from SpongeBob, just sitting there with the same facial expressions. Like, I can't tell if you're scared, happy, mad. Give me something. Like, what is going on here?
All the fucking legacy characters, they were there for the most times it's for a paycheck, but they didn't even fucking care. They were David Duchovny in Pet Cemetery. Was it David Duchovny? It was David Duchovny, wasn't it? Yeah, or Kraft, or maybe it was the Kraft. It was one of them. He got a paycheck. The Kraft. Yeah.
And I know you did last summer the original. I don't mind it. It's nothing that I'm like super like. I didn't watch it too frequently. It's also another movie that I would put on for my friends that aren't into deep horror, but it's just like enough. Like it's definitely a casual horror, like I call it. So like if you're not somebody that wants something deep and gritty, I totally recommend the original. But do not watch that remake. Do not even bother with it unless you just want to see a bunch of crackheads try to figure something. It was awful. It was.
And sexual, trauma through sexual things, which usually I'm for, but even I was like, what the fuck? The logic!
Yeah. It was, I don't know. It was ridiculous. And I sat here and I remember because my dude was sitting in his chair and he's like, so how was it? And I just sat here for a few minutes and I'm just like, I don't know.
You did better than me. I had like a little therapy doll that where did
I have my therapy skulls right here. But
Jen had one of her rants.
I don't blame you there. I don't blame you there. And then somebody wants to know if we enjoyed The Frighteners. It was their favorite movie of the 90s.
It's a lot of
I never saw it.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad. It's a different thing for Michael J. Fox. It's a different thing for him.
Yeah, it definitely was. And it was weird to see him in it at first, but then you're like, wow, he actually did very good for this.
No, because when I saw that, what, Michael J. Fox in a horror film? That's weird.
It's weird because to me, on my standards of horror, I don't find it like a horror,
No. But it was Peter Jackson, right, who directed it. It was Peter Jackson?
Let me see.
I think so.
Let me double check that.
I think it was. Could be wrong, but I'm almost
Frighteners, here we are. Let me double check that. Yes, Peter Jackson, you are correct.
Peter Jackson,
you can really tell the style. From the style, that's
and I feel like if you don't know his style, it might throw you off too. And but I personally don't think it's that bad, and seeing Michael J. Fox kind of get out of his element is totally worth it. So, I mean, I think it's a fun movie. Again, it's another movie that I would put on for my friends that aren't too deep into horror. It's kind of, they actually don't really put it too much into strictly horror. It's like quirky comedy, supernatural horror. They have it as a dark romance, kind of. There's so many different elements into it. Peter Jackson, he does that,
Yeah.
Blending. So I tried to get Nightbot a job as a crash test dummy. Oh, geez.
It's kind of a gateway. If you with the right age, it could be a good gateway horror.
Absolutely, and that's why I said I would definitely show it to my friends that may not like the hefty stuff that the three of us might watch and enjoy. But I do think Monty might like it. I think it's a fun little movie.
I might finally get a chance to watch and see what it is.
Just I wouldn't go in thinking, okay, this is a horror movie. I think that's the biggest mistake. So if it's somebody that loves horror and you've never seen it, and you go in thinking, okay, this is gonna be horror, no, you'll be disappointed. But if you go in knowing okay, it's got several elements to it, let's just see.
Horror adjacent. That's what I like to say.
It definitely is. Well, my friends, we have been on for an hour and 43 minutes today.
Yes.
I'm not against it. I love these chit chats, but I do know that it's a Wednesday night. Romeo and Juliet was a horror movie. That's true. The 90s one had really good soundtrack to it.
It did. Oh man. And the fish tank scene was pretty cool.
Yes.
The way it was shot.
I'm just gonna go through and give you guys a recap, and then you guys can say what you guys are doing on your channels. So Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Rear Window. It's labeled Peeping Through the Classics. We're going to be watching The Neighbors. So let's spy on some neighbors on Saturday night. Tuesday, I'm live for an hour at 5 p.m. for Music Hour. Songs you don't understand were put out. This is going to be a fun one. I want to see how weird you guys get. And ATL, if you send me the Pantalone song again, I think they owe you royalties at this point. Wednesday at 8:30 p.m., I am showing Bowery at Midnight, which is a forgotten Bela Lugosi film. Ooh. So if you guys are available and you want to join me, we'll be doing that one. And then Friday at 9, we have Maniac Cop. And then on the 4th, we have Twins of Evil. Ooh, nice. You know. So that's what's upcoming over here. You guys could go ahead and share what you guys are up to on your channels. And guys, remember, their channels are linked in the description so you guys can subscribe or check out.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing on your channels lately?
What are you doing, Monty?
I am hard at work because the year is half over, and of course, one of my favorite videos is doing my top 10 best and top 5 worst horror films so far of 2026. I finally got the list. I almost forgot a horror movie until I saw Ken Sledge wishing Ashley a happy birthday, and he reminded me about a film I saw that was so terrible that I forgot about it. So I had to change my list. I had to change my list up. So that hopefully I should have that up by this weekend. And of course, I have a new Women in Horror guest coming on. Her name is Josephine, and I hope we'll have that up sometime by around the first week of July.
Nice. Very cool. As for me, right now, the video that's up right now is I was ranking the baddest daddies. Since it was Father's Day, I ranked the baddest daddies, gave you my top 10 picks for bad daddies, and I want to get a review out for Leviticus. And I'm trying to play catch up, guys. There were some things going on in the background, so I'm just playing catch up. I still need to give you guys my thoughts on Faces of Death and The Mummy and a whole bunch of others, but slowly but surely catching up. I gave you guys my review for Obsession, and y'all haven't run me out yet. There you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jen is not obsessed with Obsession like everyone else is.
No, not really.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm interested.
It's fine. It's just a little overhyped.
That's how I feel. If they have to go that overboard to do it, then I know the movie is going to be so. Tom, it does not shock me that you haven't seen Bowery at Midnight because it's a hidden gem and it almost didn't survive film history, and they were able to preserve it. So it's going to be a fun one. I'll actually have a video about it up before the live stream so you guys could check that out. And Tom says the only movie that he's seen in cinema this year was Send Help.
Oh, that's good. That was a good one.
Is Iron Lung a horror movie? It's definitely more of a sci-fi, but it is fantastic. If you haven't seen Markiplier's Iron Lung, it was scary, and you feel like you're in the movie with him. So I know it's based off a video game, which is something that I don't really do, but it was actually superb, and it was self-funded. He actually told Hollywood to screw off, and he did it himself. So I always like that.
I respect it.
I'm going to do my fancy shout out to the people that have supported the channel right here with all your stuff. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for checking out their channels as well. I will see you guys in the next one. And we reference this old dark house over here with Have a Potato, because when I showed it to them, they're my spooky potatoes, Jen. Nice. They loved Horace Femme shouting "Have a Potato" every 5 seconds. So that's 80 has access to a bunch of movies. So if you ever need anything, you hit me up. You can grab something.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Gonna go hang out with Josh. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. 80, Tom, of course. Tom, welcome always. Charles, Uncle Charles. Well, actually, he's my brother now. Gringa, Bob. Who else did we have on the YouTube side? ATL. We had Lady Sasha in here.
Nice.
My goodness, I can't even scroll. There was actually a lot of people coming over here. Thank you so much. Too much information. Oh, you talking to Rebecca?
Yeah.
And you two get a hold of me anytime you want to come on. I have things up ahead of time, and then if you want to choose a movie, let me know. I can squeeze that in there. And thanks, Jen, for being over here. I hope you enjoyed movie chat and our YouTube chat. And
thank you for having me.
You're welcome to be weird over here. Don't be shy about it.
Yep.
Thank you. I might have fun on that. And I always have fun with Monty. We work together on more.
Of course. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you guys do next on your live streams. I try to pop in whenever I can. That was funny the last time when you guys did the Mother's Day thing, and my husband walked in, and you guys are on my screen on my living room. And that was just hilarious. He was just like, okay. He just like walked through the house. He's like, I'm not even gonna bother. But all right, guys, we're gonna go. I have to be up at like 9 a.m, so I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yep.